Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football. The Dogs about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's man. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Canes will call on their punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. That last completion has them set up, 2nd and short. And they can't make the connection. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. This time he's got his man to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hurricanes are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. There's There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Georgia going up tempo. On the move, it's Darasaw. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's man. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Pulls it in. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
3, Georgia, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Still looking, on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the left. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And the Dogs will hustle to the line. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires it incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And the quarterback is snowed under. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's man. Throws to the back. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. 2nd down after that incompletion. They go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He shanked it. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for space. It's Vaughn. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They feed him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Dropping back, it's man. Trying to get to him. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Darisaw. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Going up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not interceptions. Come on, man. We got to take care of the football. Just make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen one guy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Buying some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's man. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Georgia going up tempo. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And the Canes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. There's a live football. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And he's still running after the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, And regardless the score, that W has to feel good.
Looking down the middle.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up for 5 to the 23. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal coming up here. Wants to throw. It's man. He's got it on the move. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Escapes trouble. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to pass. It's man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that,
and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll try to tack on one more. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia, 31. Miami, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking downfield. It's man. Looking to scramble. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Hard running there. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right at... Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's their assault. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Fires to the big fella. wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us.